Welcome to the ICTER Experts online forum. So then that will be, I can identify here quickly, Xpath of settings will be, can anyone please tell me? Xpath of settings, since these are under one array, so that position is number 3. Okay. So we got this Xpath for privacy element. This is the Xpath for privacy element. All of these elements have a single common ID. That ID is FSR. This is here FSR. And all elements have same class name FX4VI. Okay. But other 3 elements are here on this span and within this span, and so these elements are identified by A1, A2, A3. Okay. Now there is a way to validate whether my Xpath calculation is corrected or not. Okay. So then, if we click on the console, you see the console tab over here. Originally, I was in elements. This tab. So if I click on console tab, then for validating Xpath, I will write in dollars. Then for X, not X, then within parentheses, I will put the I will put the Xpath within double quotation. Okay, so there is a mistake over here, common mistake I do always. So then I have to, just if I put up arrow, so I have to change, when I find Xpath here, I have to replace this double quotation to single quotation in order to put it in program. I have to replace all double quotation into single quotation. I will tell you why. Okay, so then I put what is the mistake? After argument list.
Still you have this double quotation.
Still I have double quotation here?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so when I replace the double quotation by single quotation, then I see that what is that you see? It is showing me, if I click on the array, then once it shows me length, okay, length equals to 1, then I know that I'm confirmed that I have got only one element. Okay, now for instance, if I put this without this array, okay, then it is showing me span and it should have 3 length, but it is showing me a span. Okay, the span name, span hash span FSR, that is showing a span, not the entire array. That is showing something. I don't need to go and mess up with by this one. Actually, we can validate by element one by one, not multiple elements over here. So over here, so what else I'm trying to do here. So if I put my Xpath over here, so then if I do not see any error over here, then I'm right. Then I'll see, okay, my Xpath calculation is valid. And then once I see over here, A dot is the array name, okay, is the array name, and dot FX4VI. You see where we see FX4VI. FX4VI. This is the class name, right? This is the class name we saw. This class name we found common for all. You see class name FX4VI, FX4VI, and also for this one FX4VI. Okay. So Now, so if we go to console tab, we have to validate in console tab. Now, if I do the second element, okay, then it is showing same thing. But we will check by the length. If we find the length equal to 1, then we will be confirmed that we have selected only one element. Then for the third element, what do I need to do? Kamal, can you tell me? I want to build the third element.
Replace number 2 with 3.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Then it is showing me an empty, right? I'm not sure why it is showing my empty. Okay. So this has length 0. That means it could not detect the third element. It could not detect the third. I'm not sure why it did not detect the third element. So let me see this one. Okay. So let me see. How do I write it? We will write it pound sign. Okay. Then X and then parentheses. And then we will give double quotation, a set of double quotation, a pair of double quotation. Then within pair of double quotation, we will put the Xpath has to replace by after replacing double quotation by single quotation. Okay, it is not getting the third element. Can we get 0th element? No. But most of the programming languages, array start with 0. So this is confusing, even confusing to me. It starts from odd. I don't know the logic behind this. Okay. So, for instance, then we have seen here the Xpath of privacy is this, right? Okay.
Sometimes this console method validation does not correct. Sometimes it may show the wrong pattern.
Right. Okay, but let us. But most of the time we can validate quickly.
Yeah, most of the time, but we are not 100% accurate. I have some experience with that.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So now let us open our project. For instance, test this. What do you write out program? Let me see. This one. Okay. So now if I want to click on this privacy tab, okay, so then what I will do in my program code. So last week I discussed like this one, right? System.setProperty, and then we have webdriver.chrome.driver, and we put our driver address here, right? Everybody understand this?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so these two lines are the lines for all programs. We need these two lines. Okay. Then the third line, driver.get. Okay, so we are giving the web URL of the page that we want to open. So after that, if we want to click on the privacy link, then we will do driver dot find element. I'm sure my computer is slow. Driver dot find element dot find. You see, when we come to find element, this third line, it shows find element is a method, and it takes one by type argument. By the type is the class name, by uppercase by type, and the argument name they give by, but any name they could give over here. But we will see that by the uppercase by is the type or class name, and then it returns a web element. After colon, whatever we see, this method returns this web element, and this method find element is declared within the web driver class. So this is meant by this line. on this line. So we have another corresponding web elements S. Okay, so when we want to work with multiple elements in an array, then we will use find elements later. So please remember that for find element we have to use by. So we are giving by dot, and then after by we are calling a static method. These are the static methods: by ID, by link test, by name, by partial link test, by Xpath. So the easiest and convenient way is to use by ID. If ID is available within my selected code. So here my selected code is I can close it over here. I want to pull it up again. Sorry. My selected code over here is privacy, right? Privacy. So respect. So within privacy, do I have ID? No. I have ID here within span, but that is out of my selected area. So here I cannot use ID directly. If I would have ID over here, ID equal to this something, so then we could use ID directly. But here we are not lucky enough that we don't have ID directly within our selected area. So this is why we have to use Xpath differently. Okay. So, but we have here, this is the privacy word. Privacy is the link test. So as I mentioned, this is the link test. This privacy is link test. These terms is the link test. These settings is the link test. So we have a way that if we use by link test, then we can easily give the link test. But here we want to use by Xpath. Easy to select automatically. Instead of typing initially, if we select Xpath, so in Xpath we see that this method, it takes one argument, string type argument, that expresses the Xpath of the word element, and it returns a by type element, and this Xpath is declared within the by class. This is the meaning of this line. So if we select double click on this Xpath, then within double quotation we have to give the Xpath name. So then, okay, we're not done yet. You see why we need to replace double quotation by single quotation? Because we know this is a string. So we are giving the Xpath, we are giving a string type value to Xpath, and since this Xpath, in our Xpath we already have a double quotation. So this is why within a double quotation, another set of double quotation would make an error. So this is why we are giving here, we are replacing the double quotation, middle double quotation by single double quotation. Okay, so then this method is not done yet, because within according to our definition of Xpath, so if we now select it, if I press F3, it will take me to the declaration by class. So it is a static method, you see, public static by. This by is the return type by an Xpath, and it takes a final type string Xpath. Finals means it cannot be replaced, it cannot be changed. Once we assign this final, okay, and this return method returns a byte type in something is here, byte type object. You see by. Okay. So what we are giving here. Okay. So this is not done yet. So we simply it returns something by another object. Okay, by Xpath. This is why we need to give something else. Something else. Something else, for instance, let us see what it expects at the end, which is dot. Okay. Then it has multiple options. It has clear, click, equal, gain by find element. Okay. Actually, we will click on web element. Web element type click. Okay. Then it is happy. Then what will be doing here? So now it is clicking on the. So I don't need these two lines. It is clicking. It will click on the Xpath. So if you run this program, then we will see. Then it will click on the Xpath. You will run this program and wait over here. So then if we see, so we have given a print panel over here. So that means if we see in our program code, if we see this text output on our console, then we will be sure that this line is executed. So let us click over there, do right click, and then let us click on run as, and then run as Java application. You will see shortly it will click, it will open, it will click, it will open a Google page, and it will click on the privacy terms. Okay, so then it is waiting for a few seconds. So now if I go to this, you see that I see that click on the privacy link. That means up to this has been executed.